Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a front waist dress. This is very easy to achieve. All you need to do is to get your pattern paper, get your body's measurement, your bodycon dress measurement. Because I'm going to use a jersey fabric for this, which is perfect for this style, you'll be needing to remove the dart allowances and also removing 1 inch from every part of your measurement except the length of your dress to achieve a fitted wear like this. So let's get started. So as you can see on this pattern, I've made some reference lines here, and as you can see, from here is the waistline, but from here you're going to measure 2 inches upward to this point, and then you mark this point. Then from this mid part of your bodice, you're going to mark in 3 inches right here, and I'll show you what next to do. After you must have made this mark, the next thing you need to do now is to mark down 2.5 inches from the armpit like so, and then from this waistline you're going to mark down 3 inches here, and then you're going to connect this line from this point up to this place and this to this point. After doing this, the next thing you're going to work is on the other side of your bodice. You're going to measure down 2.5 inches also here, then you connect it to this point, then you connect it from the hip line up to this point as well. As you can see, we are done with the connection. The next thing you need to do is to slash off your seam allowances like so, and also the ones on the shoulder line. Then after doing that, you're going to cut it like so. You cut out your pattern. Then as you can see, I labeled it to avoid confusion right here. So now I've put my slash lines, as you can see. So you go ahead and do so to yours as well. So after you must have done that, the next thing for you to do is to start with A and C. So pattern A and C, like so, you're going to move the C pattern downwards, open up the A part like so, open up the C part like so for the tails to match with each other, the last tail to match with each other. After spreading your pattern and gluing it to your paper, it should look something like this. Then you're going to mark this out, and then I'm going to show you what next to do. Then you're going to also make a reference point to the waist and also the mid part of your bodice at the neckline. After you must have done this, the next thing you should do now is to add back your seam allowance to this waistline and also to the side seams and then to the shoulder line as well. After doing this, you should have something like this. And the next thing we are going to be working on after cutting this out is to work on the other part of your bodice pattern. Then we still have B and D remaining, as you can see here. So what I'm going to do now is to move D aside. Then I'm going to open up the B part of your bodice like this, just as we did for the A and C part. Then I'm going to move this upwards, and then I'm going to open it up. And now also we are going to make the tails of the pattern to match with each other like this. And then you're going to also mark this out on your reference paper, just as it is here. And then also make sure you indicate the waistlines. Then you add your seam allowances as well to the side seam and then to the bottom part as well. Then after you must have done this, it should look something like this, and you're going to go ahead and cut out your pattern. After cutting out your pattern pieces, this is what it should look like, and for the other part, this is it. Then we're going to go ahead to the sewing proper. Take note that this is the right side of your fabric we're working on, so you're going to fold this part to each other like so, and you're going to leave out 1 inch and you start stitching to this point. Then after stitching this, the next thing you are going to do now is that, as you can see here, I've done that already. Then I use the white chalk to mark where the front part of my bodice is. That is the right side of my bodice. Then I'm going to pleat it like this, and I'm going to move it into this hole like so. Then from the other side, I'm going to be dragging it out. I'm going to move this forward to show you what I mean. I'm going to open this up so you see it clearly. Then using the white chalk I marked as an indication of the right side of my fabric, I'm going to put it down appropriately. And from this lower part, I'm going to flip it up and match it with the side part of this position. And as you can see, the twist has already formed on its own. And you're going to go ahead and stitch these parts together, one after the other, and carefully and very close to each other. So I'm going to stitch everything out from the back side of my bodies. I'm going to start with this, then to the other sides. And when you're done, you should have something like this. And as you can see, this 1-inch hole is still open. So I'm just going to turn it aside and I will stitch it up properly. And then when you're done with that, you're going to sew your interface, your back bodies, and your basic sleeves, and your dress is ready. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like and subscribe to my channel. See you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.